Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share something very important with you, and I've been about it for some time, and I think maybe it will resonate with someone. I don't know, but my name is Josephine Enumah, and this is deeply personal. This is a journey about language, identity, and how I think I lost it somehow. But I think recently I'm finding it, or I found it, or still acknowledging it. My confidence through my mother tongue. I think we don't value our mother tongue, and for me, my mother tongue is Yoruba, which is part of the tribe in Nigeria. Many don't actually think I'm Nigerian, but that's a topic for another day. Yes, I am Nigerian and I'm Yoruba from the land of Ekiti State. But yeah, I find that I recently I'm getting more connected or more deeply rooted in my mother tongue, and the more I start to speak it, the more I find myself building more confidence. And I remember being a little girl who was very bold and confident and joyful and expressive. Like, I say what I think without thinking about it too much, without feeling timid or intimidated, or like I felt different. I knew that little girl was very bold. But whenever I speak Yoruba, it felt like my words had fire. They had push. They were fearless. It was me. I didn't question myself. I didn't hold back. I was that little light shining freely. I was able to just speak my mind and know that God had my back somehow. But somewhere along the journey, that changed. And I think it was during my teenage years and coming from a broken home. I was at a space where I lived with my mom, then I lived with my dad. And at the time when I was living with my dad, also had I had a stepmother, meaning that my dad was married to someone else. And I think because she wasn't Yoruba, she wasn't from that tribe, there was this rule within the household to ban Yoruba. And that was what connected myself with my dad very deeply, because we can joke, we can laugh in our mother tongue. And when that was banned, I didn't realize how much it affected me up until this day. But it's now more recently that I think after the loss of my husband that I'm beginning to realize how deep it was, And the more I start to speak my mother tongue again, the more I started to regain consciousness of who I was and who I've lost along the way. And now, even worshiping, I don't know if anyone else have felt this way, worshiping in my mother tongue or praying in my mother tongue, I feel like I'm more connected, like God will hear me more for some reason. I'm sure He hears me when I speak English, but for some reason it's like it has more meaning to me when I speak Yoruba. Funny though, of late my Yoruba sounds funny. It's not the same, it's not like that fire, that vim that girl had when she was younger. Now my Yoruba sound like someone that is trying to learn Yoruba. But I can understand. Even my mom was surprised the other day when I typed Yoruba to her. She's like, "You can still type Yoruba?" I was like, "Yeah, I can type it. I can understand it fully, but to speak it is like a struggle." And I'm trying to get back into it. She even recommended some Yoruba platforms in which I can learn. Hopefully I will have time to listen to them on YouTube and learn and grow even more in the Yoruba culture, in the Yoruba language, so that I can grow more confident in myself. But yeah, I just don't know if someone else, maybe it's through this healing process, I'm reconnecting to my roots and really just finding what is that I lost along the way. But please, parents, understand that the language in which you train your child with from the start is deeply rooted in their identity, and changing it or taking it away from them can actually mean that they feel a sense of loss within themselves, a sense of, especially when we migrate to a new country or a new diaspora nation or something, and many feel the need. For me, it was something that I thought, oh, maybe it will help me improve my English, which it did at the time. But the truth of the matter is, me losing that, I lost a part of me. And I'm finding it hard to reconnect to that part of me. But with time going, or as time goes on, now that I'm older, I'm like quarter away from 40. Can you believe it? I can't believe that either. But yeah, I'm learning to redefine myself and reconnect to my mother tongue. And please, when your child is speaking in a confident manner, in a confident way, and you want to change that, don't be careful not to change their identity along the way. Be careful not to get them to that space where they could no longer speak up. I still say my mind when I need to. I remember when John, my late husband, went to ask my dad for my hand in marriage, the first thing my dad said is, "Can you take my tongue?" Because he knew this girl's tongue is something else, and we used to laugh about that, we used to joke about that. It's only until recently, after he passed away, that I realized that my father was not talking of that girl that my husband knew, but the girl that stopped speaking her mother tongue. So I don't know if this will help someone today. I don't know how important it is for someone to hear it, but I think it's important that we connect with our mother tongue and really grow within it, so that it helps our sense of identity, our sense of belief. And I think a part of that being taken away from me so young also took away that part of that strength that I had. My brother at the time also was stopped from using the mother tongue, but now he's reconnected with the mother tongue, and he's so bold and so confident. And I know those of you that know my brother Justin will know that he's confident, but now he's even more confident. So I think it's important that we don't disconnect our kids in one way or the other. It may be in language, it may be in culture, it may be in other things around them in their formative years that we think we want to make better, but indirectly we're actually taking away that sense of belonging that they felt. And now that I'm a mother, I'm trying hard to ensure that my kids learn different languages, but at the same time not lose who they are, God has created them to be, in voicing out what is right and what is not, what they're not comfortable with, and that sense of belief that they feel within themselves. And it's important that we learn from that as parents, not to take away what our children believe in. So I just wanted to share that with you all. If you've ever been in that situation, or you feel like you've learned a sense of confidence somehow, maybe that your language was taken away from you, or you moved away from a particular space where you felt really connected and really strong, and you felt your identity was limited or has been limited by the result of moving. I don't know what the situation is. Whatever you feel that kind of took something away from you, comment down below. I would love to hear from you. And if this resonates with you, also comment down below. If you've never experienced it, you're blessed. God bless you. As I'm healing, I'm going through this process, I'm going to be sharing some things just like this. And if it connects with you, or you like it one way or the other, please also comment below. God bless you. Thank you. Bye.